video is being downlinked to Mission Control, so imagery analysts and engineering experts can review it and assess the foam coverage on the external tank. This all added to a compilation of imagery and data that...
Je sens votre présence. Je sais que vous avez peur. Vous avez peur de nous. Vous avez peur du changement. Je ne connais pas l'avenir. Je ne suis pas venu...
6:57 a.m. Central, 7:57 a.m. landing site time. Stitch indicates that his plan leaving the control center today is not to plan for any landing at Edwards Air Force Base. However, he'll wait and see what the final decision by the mission management team is when they meet at 9 o'clock this morning. A reminder on the television schedule, we've got a briefing coming up at 7 a.m. Central Time. Today's briefing will feature both Paul Dye and Steve Stitch as they give an overview of today's special day of inspection activities.
Pass off the nose again. Right now it's at about 12:30 and it's passing out in front of the vehicle.
We're Tally Ho. Can you get a still imagery if you can, and any estimate on size or range?
Yes.
This is Mission Control Houston now with a mission elapsed time of 10 days, 20 hours, and 21 minutes. This view of the Space Shuttle Atlantis looking at the robotic arm operations with the shuttle robotic arm attached to the orbiter boom sensor system to continue inspections of Atlantis to ensure that it is in good shape for landing tomorrow. The mission managers, engineers, and flight control team have not determined any areas of interest for this sensor or camera survey of the orbiter, just using the procedure that is in place and the time available to inspect all the critical surfaces of the space shuttle. The instrumentation communications officer here in Mission Control operating the payload bay cameras with reflections in the camera lens as it looks past the Space Shuttle Atlantis.
Digital downlink.
We do see that.
Okay. That's looking out in front of the orbiter.
Okay, we're seeing 3 or 4 objects. Can you confirm that it's just the one that's actually moving? The other ones are just reflections?
No, there are 3 objects. The one you see 2 rings right there. They're the ones we kind of had the late tally ho on. The one down the bottom, that was the one we initially saw that appeared to be foil. So we've got like 2 rings and then the piece of foil. The piece of foil seems to be further in front with the grounding strap on. It seems to be further in front of the other 2, and the other 2 seem to be about the same equidistant from both us and the forward one.
Copy that.
The crew actually commanding this payload bay camera to look at the objects observed out the flight deck windows.
Atlantis.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how close we are to the trajectory flown by the Soyuz.
And we're asking. We're going to check on that, but while we're waiting for that, we're thinking based on our daylight and KU availability, if we can get back to the OBSS inspection and maybe use the still cameras to photograph these objects.
Yeah, we understand. We're getting back to OBSS.
Thanks.
And I figured that would never happen without the preparation we had training the team. And so I'd like... Boy, if that's not a little embarrassing. But, so I don't get people worried standing up here too long. I think what I was going to say, and so I figure I could stand here, standing enough. Is it training enough?
I'd like